The office of the RDC, district executive, the technical staff led by the COW and other political leaders from LC1s have monitored various projects including newly constructed and rehabilitated boreholes, a production well, sub-county headquarters, pit latrines and primary school staff quarters. The district chairperson, James Okurut, thanked the department in charge of water and the political leadership for supporting the initiative and appealed to government to allow the district staff to assess and supply water if they have potential.
Today we are in the field. We are doing joint monitoring with the office of the RDC, the district executive, the technical staff, heads of department led by COW, and the other political leaders, including even LOC ones, because where we go, where these sites are, we meet even the chairpersons, LOC ones, and even the members of the public. So this financial year we have drilled 7 boreholes. That is as per our budget as planned, 7 boreholes, and then 1 production well, which is also, they have finished to drill it. And then where we are here at the background is also one of the projects that we as a district plan. This is a water project that we have transformed. It was formerly a borehole, but given that its yield has been so good, it has much water. So as a district, we picked on it, designed, and now we are able to use 1 borehole to supply water to 2 villages. That one addresses the challenge of congestion in the borehole because it was at first 1 water point. Now people are spread all over because under this project we have 7 functional water points. Those are the taps. Much as the community has requested for another one, which we are going to add, just adjacent to the project that you are seeing behind this way. So all this is for purposes of improving the water coverage in the district. The 7 boreholes are spread all over the district. The way we distribute boreholes, we look at which sub-county has the lowest coverage of boreholes. And then we give it a borehole. We look at those villages without boreholes. So I want to appreciate government for this support because this kind of projects, we have initiated one again in Kadokolen, which we have finished already to drill, and by the end of next financial year, people also will be having water. That is in Kadokolen sub-county. Last year, I want to appreciate John 4:14. We had also designed one in Nasureta, similar to this one. The other one is so big. It has 10 kiosks, and the water is quite much. And people are getting water around Nasureta, Nasureta Trading Center, Nasureta Health Center 4. We have another Health Center 3. We have at the school, primary school, government, that is Nasureta Primary School. And then we have 3 private primary schools that we also gave water under a similar project of piped water system. All those are district projects. As a district, is still a similar project is in the Health Center 4. Because there was a conflict between the community, there is a borehole outside the Health Center 4. But how to manage it was a problem. So we have a similar project also in the Health Center 4, where now our patients and the other people are around because some taps have been given outside there. So I want to appreciate the department and the political leadership led by myself for supporting this kind of initiatives. And my appeal to government and to the community, wherever we identify a borehole with a high potential, allow the district technical staff to assess, and if we find that it has a potential to supply water to other people also outside that village, and then reduce congestion at one point, we should all embrace it such that people can access water at their homes. This is actually bringing water to homes. I think you must have seen this water was here, but now it is at near somebody's home. The distance has been reduced, congestion has been reduced. If there are other diseases like we had COVID, then we are also helping in managing some of those communicable diseases. So it is a very good initiative, and I call upon people to embrace this kind of initiative where we use one water point to supply water to many people and reduce congestion at one strategic point at the borehole.
Michael Okurut, the Butebo District RDC, said that there is an improvement in service delivery where one borehole can serve a larger community compared to the old system.
My take on this project is that this is an improvement from the old system where the districts and the districts were citing point sources, that is boreholes. This is an improvement that now we can have one borehole serving a larger community by having extensions. Like for instance, this one is one borehole, but it has 7 provisions where people can access clean water.
He also said that the community is no longer resistant to these projects and that if you look at the projects being done, there is value for money.
Initially, because this is a new approach, there was resistance from the community. But now that the community has seen that this is a much better way to access clean water, you don't need energy for pumping. You don't just have to only use little energy to turn the tap. So the community is now very appreciative, and they would like to have more of these facilities than the boreholes. Absolutely, there is a very evident value for money. You can see that there was a plan for this facility, and we have reached here and we have seen a facility, and we have also seen that instead of one borehole, you have now 7 water points. So there is certainly value for money.
Kiza Moses, the district water officer, Butebo District, thanked the government for extending such services to communities because some are hard to reach for deep water sources. He said a borehole can now translate into a motorized system serving over 500 people, which has reduced congestion and distance looking for water.
First of all, I would thank the government of Uganda for having extended this service to this community. The reason why we have brought this innovation in this community is one of the communities which are hard to reach for deep borehole sources. So as government policy, we realized that we have a borehole within the community which had the potential, which we could translate into a motorized system in a way that one source was translated into 7 water sources. And on average, every tap stand serves between 150 to 300 people as compared to the point water source, which could serve roughly 500 people. It reduced the congestion, it reduced the distance for people who could move for longer distances to access water. This particular project, it has been worked in 2 phases. In the first phase, it costed us 40 million. This last phase, it's a budget of 75 million, where we are finally not accessing water.
However, Kiza says that they face a number of challenges ranging from the resistance from communities, low water levels, disease burden, among others.
But as a sector or as a district, we have had the challenges for these projects. They are new in kind. First of all, there was that community mindset. Communities were resisting this new innovation. Reasons, they were looking at the land factor. People are too resistant on land. So it has been a continuous sensitization to our people to accept to reach this far. Today, I thank God, we are monitoring a facility which is changing the the livelihood of our people, where people have been moving long distances to access water. There have been a lot of congestion. You can imagine before, it was one point water source, which was serving roughly 500 people. But now the multiply effect, if you looked at a tap stand which is serving 300 people times seven, you can see, I think it comes from 2,100 people. With us, we see that it's a relief. It has relieved the burden of people over congesting at the water source. For this particular year, we have got this one, and we have one in Kadokolene, which is a design level. We have drilled, and we are now designing level. Actually, we are picking data to come up with the system. Finally, when we finish the design, we shall start the construction before the financial year ends. We have got a water system at the health center for Butebo. We had the challenge there. Mothers who are in the labor room, the theater, there was totally no water. Actually, the neighboring communities which had the borehole, patients were struggling sharing that borehole. So the maintenance rate was too high, the cost was too high. So we felt it can be that at least we should improvise a water source in the water facility, which is the Butebo Health Center for, which is our biggest health facility around. In terms of sustainability, when we are designing this project, there is a plan for O&M, which is operation and maintenance, where we expect communities to be paying user fees. Actually, every water facility has got a water user management committee, and we have got six critical requirements we always require. They should always improvise for monthly, depending how they have designed, some payment. In case of any failure or breakage of a tap, they can always have a circle where they can pick money to make it sustainable. And indeed, being that they are also coming on board, we are going to incorporate them in the rehabilitation budget. So as a district, we have got a budget for maintenance purposes. For major repairs, majorly. Simple repairs, we bring it to communities. The safe water coverage of this district as compared to national coverage, we are at 69.8, and I think the national one they're at 72. So it's a difference of around 1.7% to reach the national level. Our target as a district, like any other entity, we want 100% coverage. At least every community should access clean water. We do. Actually, when we are designing these facilities, even the environment experts are always brought on board to guide on how sustainable it can affect the environment existence.
What has been
In the Butebo, we have got areas which have got unique topography where you can't access deep borehole sources. So it was, given the reports we have been submitting to the line ministry, they thought it that to address that problem, they should change a new innovation of extending water to areas which can't easily access water. And this is one of them. Two, there is a disease burden. Like one time, one person was commenting, communities should embrace cleaning the containers when fetching water. Somehow, it reduces on the disease burden.
The district deputy cow, Butebo, says the water project has kept the risks of the girl-child minimal, and water is so safe and clean compared to the previous boreholes.
We are glad to be here today to monitor this facility, which the district has engaged itself in, working on it for the past 2 financial years. I mean, last financial year and this one. The entire project costed us about 130 million shillings. And like my engineer has explained here, we intend to cover a minimum population of 500 beneficiaries to this project, which is solving the problem that we had before in the community accessing water. If you look around, we see a lot of girl children, and these are the targets who are always sent to collect water. So during those crowds, they were at risk. Our girl children were at risk of, reaching the water source. Then you have a crowded population. You have to wait for long. So it was putting them in that danger. So in one way or the other, we are resolving that problem in this using this kind of innovation. Secondly, the safety or the cleanness of the water for consumption is also improved, because if you compare this facility to the previous system that we are using, the borehole ones, this one is a little modern compared to that one. Therefore, we are trying to improve that sector as well.
He appealed to the communities to always comply with maintenance in terms of small costs before the district comes in when there is a major breakdown.
So in general, we expect the community to comply, because there are those small components of maintenance that would expect them to have the water user committee, which is functional, who can always manage those problems at source. For example, when the tap is broken down, that one the community can handle that. But in case of major issue, that's when the district will always put in budget to have it rehabilitated. So that is our vision. We have a lot. You have seen, you have been in that school and you have seen how wanting other blocks are still. So we are glad that with the little resource that we had during the financial year, we were able to renovate at least 2 classroom blocks of that nature. It costed us around 60 million shillings, but you've seen what the 60 million has done in that facility. Doing the roofing, replacing the windows, the doors, then plastering work, and the classroom is now set. For the first time, children will begin using the facility.
A number of beneficiaries expressed their gratitude to the district leadership and government for extending clean and safe water to them.
Amarina nizo Siraji Lido, omutuuze wegayaza. Okusooka amaizi gano tubaire nga tunywangana nga tuli bangi ng'emivuyo mingi okunayinkonta. So niyo kusaba abayizi batuteekerako taapu. Oluba tuwaire taapu ate ano muvuyo mutono. Tuli kunywa kusaba amaizi gaiswe era tuli safe okukayana okubaire kuliwo kuulaawo. Era n'abaana baiswe abandi abato babaire tebawunaga ku kigambo taapu. N'ate ano ku mutindo guno gwe taapu abaana bona basigaire nga bakimanyirira era bali kunywa amaizi amasa agatali gamuvuyo nga adinyuma utubaire. Wensabira nte government ene kolera omulimo musaino tuyambire tugogoire omuntu amanyi utubairemu ati anu tuyirire ku mutindo gunyerenyere ogwe government yenu. Niye nsabira nti batwongereka kataapu akandi waira ago galiga ogati tuli kunywa. N'amaizi tukali tuli na muvuyo munene okutaapu enego endende ezo ano kutukadi. Batwongereka taapu emweiza. Ogayaza B bona tubere tusharinga nabo ku maizi gano. Tetere taapu eno gibatwera no kusemberi adi. Tukali tuli bangi niye wensabira government ente tuyambe etaapu enegendi. Yona bajongereka maiso wakadi. Tukendere tusigale nga twabira n'amaizi okusinga okubatete umuvuyo ogubairo nenga maizi masaino tula uziu.
Ali si mudondo naye ndina mwandu omusajja yanfako naye kirungi nebaza government kutuwa amazi namwe abafuze mwatulwanira kutuwa amazi tubadde tuli bubi edoko ungwanyi bade tulina amazi nga tubonabona nebaza nti mwebale naye n'eddwaliro tetulina edoko tetulina eddwaliro tubonabona nnyo fe mudwaliro tugenda Kabwangasi tugenda na Mataala Mbale tetulina n'eddwaliro naye twebaza nnyo kutuwa amazi ne mutuwa buli kimu mwebale muyambe banamwandu abawona babula basaiza nganze era ntakenkulankulana tobona toire itakali inti mutu wa maizi tube tulio bando yatukulikira utukulika otikitera ngatubula ngeri yonjona mwebale omukama musekisera kyonjona mwebale ino imba kubira kuna kazira mwebale
abanje tanayigino Esther twali tuli wundo gwa maizi nesaagi nembeera nsa ino era tuyina amaizi gaiswe masa era bakyala tuyina idembe ya amaizi gaiswe ganyirira gawula kuuziube
mwebale nnyo nga gavumenti mutuyambye ekintu kinene nnyo wano twali tulina endwadde eziri kufumira mu maazi ge tunywaga mu Sulo nga tetuli bulungi naye kati embeera gye tulimu nnungi nnyo kakati n'abaana baffe tebalwala endwadde zonna ezisigaddewo olw'amazzi gwe mutuwadde mwebale nnyo ddala.
Batuzirire nimba kuba nti twava okukola ng'ekisooka enayikoonta tubawe enzira tubalimire eigombola yona tubakolere niki tubazimbire ebintu ebyo byonna tubikolere. So olwekyo twabasaba nti naikonta mugikozese kusa olw'obusa bw'ekitundu mugirabirize mukose ebidomola ebisa ebiyonjo kubanga endwaire tetugitaka antade singa amaizi gaba gafulumira enza etegeeza ensula gisobola okutusumbua kaisi nimufuna niki omalaria so mulina okukuuma nesokopiita ebeniki ebe recovered nga amaizi nga ensula tigisobola okubiikiramu kaisi gibyale gituwe niki omalaria ne programs ye government jona mugijumbire jona PDM nani afunireko omwaizi alageko engalo wa PDM abakali okufuna bona mwafuna tete government etusindikire emitwalo emiliyoni 5 tete mwaba okumuluka tulyamu naye tete mwabe mwewandikise na mwabe mulole chama linaganya okuki okuregister eye pate yona mugalole chama linaganya ye government yona mulole chama linaganya.
Lydia Akiding, Bukedi Times, here in Butebo District.